Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let's English Together. I'm Susie, your host for today. And if you're new here, I'd love to let you know we upload a new episode every single day to help you become more confident and fluent in English. If you find this helpful, a like or a subscribe means a lot to us. It really helps more learners like you find this channel too. Today, we're talking about something that can change the way you learn English forever. It's simple, but powerful. Training your brain to think in English. If you still find yourself thinking in your native language first, then translating, then finally speaking in English, you're not alone. This is one of the biggest challenges for English learners. But here's the truth. Your brain isn't doing anything wrong. It's just doing what it's used to. Like walking down the same road every day, your thoughts take the familiar path first. Our goal in this video is to help you gently change that path, not with pressure, not with long grammar lists, but with small, easy habits that slowly shift your thinking into English without even realizing it. By the end of this session, you'll understand why this happens, how to stop translating, and how to start thinking in English step by step with no stress. So take a deep breath. This is going to be simple and maybe even fun. Let's begin. Let's begin with something super simple. You can do it right now. Just look around you. What's near you? A cup? A book? A phone? Now, say the English word in your mind. Just one word. Cup. Book, phone. That's it. You don't need to speak out loud. You don't need full sentences. Just think the word, like a whisper inside your head. If you walk outside and see a tree, think tree. If you see a car, think car. You're not just saying a word, you're teaching your brain. This is the word I use now. And every time you do it, your brain gets a tiny bit faster, a tiny bit more comfortable. It's like building a new road in your mind. Each word you think in English makes that road smoother and easier to walk. At first, it might feel strange or slow, but one day, without even realizing it, you'll look at something and the English word will just pop up. No more translating. It'll feel natural. And that's the first small step to thinking in English. Now, let's try something a little more fun. You don't just see things around you, you also do things all the time. So let's use that. Try to describe what you're doing in English. Not out loud, just in your head. For example, you're brushing your teeth. Think, I am brushing my teeth. You're making tea. Think, I'm boiling water. Now I'm adding tea leaves. You're getting dressed. Think, I'm putting on my shirt. I'm wearing my shoes. It's like giving your brain little subtitles, just like in a movie, but this one plays in your head, and you are the main character. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Soon, you won't stop to translate. You'll just think it. It's okay if it feels slow at first. It's like learning to swim. You don't jump into deep water right away. You start small, in shallow water, one sentence at a time, and that's enough. Let's try something together. Just you and your mind. No stress, no speaking. Close your eyes for a second. And imagine this. It's morning. The sun is soft. You open your eyes. You feel your blanket. You take a deep breath. Now, think in English. Whisper the words inside your head, like subtitles for your thoughts. I wake up. I open my eyes. I stretch. I sit up. I get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. Keep it slow. Don't rush. You're not in a race. You're teaching your brain a new way to speak from the inside. It's like giving your thoughts a new outfit. They're still your thoughts, but now they're dressed in English. You can do this every morning, like brushing your teeth, but for your brain. Just 1 or 2 minutes. No grammar rules, no pressure. Just you, your routine, and soft English in your mind. And over time, That soft voice becomes stronger. And one day, it won't need subtitles anymore. It will just be you, thinking in English naturally. So you've just walked through your morning in English. That's great, really. But now, let's go one step deeper. You know that little voice inside your head? The one that talks to you when no one else is around? That voice. That's your inner dialogue. And most of the time, it speaks your first language, right? But here's the magic. You can slowly train that voice to speak English instead. It sounds strange at first, but think of it like this. Your inner voice is like a friend that follows you everywhere. What if that friend started speaking English to you? Kind, slow, simple English. It could be, "What should I eat today? I'm tired. I need some rest. I don't want to forget my keys." Little thoughts, tiny comments, soft reminders. You don't have to speak out loud. Just let your thoughts flow in English, like a quiet radio in the background. And if your brain switches back to your native language, that's okay. Just pause and gently return to English, like switching the station back to your new favorite song. At first, this feels unusual, but with time, it becomes your new normal, like changing the wallpaper inside your mind. No one hears it, no one judges it, but your brain is learning and growing every single time you try. Now that your inner voice is starting to whisper in English, let's give it a little space to grow. Here's a gentle challenge. Nothing big, nothing scary, just one small change. Try to choose 1 hour each day where you only think in English. That's it. You don't need to speak. You don't need to be perfect. You just live inside English thoughts. It could be while you're walking, doing the dishes, or sitting on the bus. Just tell your brain, "Hey, for this hour, no more translation. Let's see what happens." And yes, your brain will forget. It will switch back. That's okay. Just notice it and gently guide it back, like helping a little child cross the street. "Oops, I was thinking in my language again. Let's try English for this next minute." Little by little, minute by minute, your brain learns to stay longer in English mode. And here's a tip to help you start. Choose a time that feels easy, not hard. For example, from 7 to 8 in the morning while you get ready, or from 9 to 10 at night when you're relaxing, or just the 30 minutes you spend walking to work. Then set a reminder on your phone. English thinking time, just 1 hour. During that hour, do all your normal things, but gently bring your thoughts into English. "I need to buy eggs." "I feel a little tired." "The sun looks nice today." "I'll finish this task, then rest." It doesn't have to be deep or poetic, just real, just you. And if your mind wanders, bring it back. No shame, just progress. Okay, so now your brain is slowly learning to think in English. But let's be honest, you can't think without words, right? It's like trying to cook when there's nothing in the fridge. No vegetables, no rice, no spices. Just an empty shelf. That's why vocabulary matters. Words are the ingredients for your thoughts. But don't worry, you don't need to learn all the words. You just need to learn the right words and use them the right way. Learn just a few new words each day. Not 50, not 20, just 3 to 5. But make them yours. For example, let's say you learn delicious, bitter, crispy. Now, don't just read them, play with them. Imagine, this apple is delicious. The coffee is too bitter. These fries are crispy, yum. Say it in your mind. Say it again. Picture it, feel it. That's how words stick. They stop being just vocabulary and start becoming part of your thoughts. So, you've got some words now. Your fridge isn't empty anymore. You've got bread, eggs, maybe even a little chocolate. Nice. Now what? It's time to use those words in real life. Not in a test, not in a classroom, just in your day. Let's say you're at the supermarket. You look at a tomato. Don't just see it. Think it. Say in your mind, This tomato looks fresh. I need to buy 2 onions. Where's the rice? Oh, here. That tiny moment, just 5 seconds, is your brain living in English. And no one around you even notices, but your brain does. Same thing when you're walking outside. You see a bus? Say, "The bus is late again. It's crowded today. I'll walk. I need the exercise." Or when you're cooking, "I'm boiling water. Now I'm adding noodles. Oops, too much salt." These are your daily thoughts. You already think them. Now you're just flipping the language. It's like switching the soundtrack of your life from one language to another. And the more you do it, the more normal it feels. Until one day, you're just thinking. And the language? Yeah, it's English, without even trying. All right, now let's take it one step further. You've thought in English, you've used simple words, you've connected it to your day, so what's next? Let's speak. Out loud, but just to yourself. No audience, no pressure. Just you and a mirror. Why the mirror? Because it's like free acting class. You get to see yourself speak. You get to practice real-life conversations without anyone judging you. Let's try one together. Situation: you're at a restaurant. You want to order food. Stand in front of the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say, "Hi, can I see the menu, please?" Pause. Now imagine the waiter gives you the menu. Look at your imaginary menu and say, I'd like the chicken salad. And a glass of orange juice, please." Then imagine the waiter asks, "Anything else?" You smile and say, "No, thank you, that's all." Done. You just practiced a full conversation without leaving your house. And you didn't just learn what to say, you learned how it feels to say it. Confident, clear, comfortable. Even one short minute like that can help your brain get used to real situations. So when the real moment comes, it's not so scary anymore. You've already lived it, in your mind and in the mirror. You don't have to do everything at once. You don't need to speak perfectly today. All you need is to keep going, a little every day. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 2 hours one day and then skip a week. You brush a little daily. It's small, but it keeps your smile strong. Same with your English brain. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. One small thought, one tiny sentence. That's how it begins. They say if you get just 1% better every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. Not perfect, but stronger, smoother, and more natural. So don't wait for the perfect time. While cooking, think, "I'm boiling water. I'm cutting vegetables." While walking, think, "It's sunny today. I feel relaxed." While washing your face, think, "The water feels cold. I'm still sleepy." These tiny moments, they count. They shape your brain slowly, gently, like water shaping stone. You won't notice the change right away, but one day you'll realize, "I just thought in English and didn't even try." That's how you know you're building a new habit, a quiet, powerful one. Some days your brain feels tired. Some days your thoughts just don't want to come out. And that's okay. You don't need to be perfect. You don't even need to do a lot. You just need to keep showing up. One sentence, one thought, one tiny effort, even if it's just whispering, "I'm tired" in English, because every little step still moves you forward. And the more gentle you are with yourself, the easier this journey becomes. So when your mind goes blank, when your old language pulls you back, don't fight. Just smile and say softly in your mind, "Let's try again, just one more time." Learning to think in English isn't a magic trick. It's a habit, a feeling, a quiet shift that happens one small moment at a time. You've already started today. You watched this video, you practiced, you imagined. That's more than enough. And if you keep going, bit by bit, thought by thought, you'll wake up one day and realize English doesn't feel like a second language anymore. It feels like yours. So take a deep breath. Smile. You're doing something amazing. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who's also learning English. And if you want to keep growing with us, don't forget to subscribe to Let's English Together. We're here every single day, helping you become more confident and fluent one step at a time.